welcome back. So today I filmed for you a tutorial on the new Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. I just recently picked this up and I could not wait to get my hands on it. I know a lot of people have done looks like this using that purple underneath the lash line, so I decided to skip out on the purple and just use like the oranges and the golds in it, and I know that's kind of like usually what I do, but I did try to switch it up a little bit, use different lashes, use kind of a different different colors of orange, and it's all from this palette. I didn't use any other shades except for things from this palette, and I know a lot of you probably picked this up since it was limited edition, so I decided to do a tutorial on this makeup look that I have on my face. So if you would like to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Alright, so starting off with a clean face, I'm going with my Stila Aqua Glow foundation in the color medium. This one was a little bit pink compared to my self tan, but I did get it to work. And just blending this all over my face with a Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. And then going in with my Peanut Butter and Jelly palette by Too Faced. I love this palette. I'm just picking up the color Peanut Butter on my Sigma E40 blending brush. And I'm just blending it into the crease and into the upper crease as a transition shade. I do add this color a couple of times just because I did want this look to be quite pigmented, and I'm just blending it in circular motions and windshield wiper motions. And then going in with the color Nuts About You. This brush is a Zoeva Rose Golden Volume 3 blending brush, and I'm just putting this into my crease pretty densely. I do go back into this color multiple times because I do want it to be pretty pigmented, because that is the look that I am going for. So I just keep blending it in windshield wiper motions back and forth in my crease. After I have this color laid down, I do go back in with my Sigma E40 blending brush just to make sure all of the edges are nice and seamless between the peanut butter shade and the Nuts About You shade. After I have all of this done, I go in with the color Peanut Brittle. I just use my finger to apply this, and I'm just putting it all over my lid, and I'm just blending it all over from the inner to the outer part of my lid. And I do put about 2 layers on just because I want it to be, once again, super pigmented. And then I will go back in with the Zoeva kind of tapered brush to blend away the edges, because I don't want anything to be too harsh, because this look is going to be very, very blown out and very pigmented. So I'm just making sure that everything is nicely blended. And then going in with the color Bananas just on my finger. I'm only putting this on the very center of my lid, just the center of my lid. And then I will go in with my blending brush just to make sure the edges don't look too harsh, but I just want to make sure everything looks seamlessly blended. And then here I'm going to go in with that same Rose Golden by Zoeva brush just to make sure the edges are nicely blended. And then going in with my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara and just giving myself a couple of coats. And then for false lashes, I'm going in with my House of Lashes in the style Iconic. I hadn't used these in so long and I forgot how much I loved them. And then going in with my Nars Creamy Concealer in the color Custard. I am just going to be putting this underneath my eyes in the center of my face like I usually do. And then going in with my Makeup Forever palette, I am also going to be going in with that kind of highlighty, shimmery shade, just to put that on the same spots that I had put the Nars Creamy Concealer, just because I did want it to be just a little bit lighter and have a little bit more pigmentation. So I'm just going to be blending this and bouncing this into my skin with my dampened beauty blender. And then to set everywhere I put my concealer, I'm going to be using MAC Emphasize and MAC Soft Focus. Using them alone, they both don't really work with my skin tone, but when I mix them together, they work perfectly, so I'm just setting everywhere I put that concealer. And then to bronze, I'm going in with my Chanel Tan de Soleil cream bronzer. I love, love, love this bronzer. I hadn't used it in so long, so I decided to pull it out. And I'm just using this on my Sigma F84 Kabuki brush. This is the best brush to use with this product. I've tried many other brushes, and this one just seems to be the absolute best. So I'm just putting it in all the places that I like to be bronzed. So, I mean, let's be real, it's basically everywhere. And then using the Sigma F77 brush to do my nose. And then to set that bronzer, I am going to go in with my Buxom Tahiti bronzer. Now this bronzer isn't very pigmented, which I like when I use it with the Chanel bronzer, just because I already have so much color with the cream bronzer that I don't need too much more for the powder bronzer, but I do want to set it so it's not like sticky or anything. So I like to set it with that one because it's not too pigmented. And then going back into the eyeshadow palette for my lower lash line, I'm picking up the color Peanut Brittle, and I'm just putting it on an angled eyeshadow brush, and I'm putting it on the inner and outer parts of my lower lash line. I'm trying to stay away from the center part because I am going to be putting that golden color that we put on the tops of our lids. And then I'm going in with the color Peanut Butter just to make sure everything is nicely blended. And now this color, I am kind of getting it in that center area just because I needed to blend it out, and I did want it to be quite blown out, that I just kind of needed to get it in that center part. But then taking a little lip brush, I'm just going to be getting right in the center of that lower lash line, just trying to put that gold there, and I do pack it on a couple of times. If I had Fix Plus with me, I would have sprayed my brush, but I didn't. And then I also am just going to be putting it on the center of my upper lash line again, just to make sure it's nice and bright. And then just giving myself a couple of coats of mascara with my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, and then going in with that white shade from that same palette, and I'm just putting this on my brow bone and in my inner tear ducts. And then for blush, I'm taking my Rockateur blush by Benefit. Benefit has the most gorgeous blushes, and I absolutely love this one. And then going in for my highlight, this has been my all-time favorite. This is the new Urban Decay Sin Highlighter from their summer collection. It is so gorgeous and so glowy. And then taking my Kylie lip kit in the color Dolce K, and I'm just going to be over drawing my lips just slightly, and then filling it in with the liquid lipstick. Alright, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below your thoughts on this look and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!